Alright boys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be breaking down the Knicks win over the Bulls tonight in Chicago, 128 to 117. We know that last Friday night these two teams met and the Bulls got the better of us, but in this one it was all the Knicks essentially from start to finish, led by Brunson, who else right to this point? The guy had 45 points on 13 of 24 shooting, 7 of 12 from 3, 12 of 12 from the free throw line. It doesn't seem like Brunson too often can't miss from 3 and the free throw line. It seems like one game he's on fire from 3 and he's not really getting to the line, but in this game he was just doing both. I mean, Brunson just refused to miss, was just extremely efficient as he has been the whole season. We talked last video about how Brunson has similar numbers to Steph Curry when he won unanimous MVP back in 15-16. Brunson has very similar numbers. Brunson also has the highest plus minus in the league. To me, he should be in the MVP conversation with Luka, with Jokic, with Shea, but he won't be. He's not even top 10. I mean, guys like Devin Booker right now are currently being put ahead of Jalen Brunson for MVP, which is just sickening, but Knicks fans don't really care about that. They just want to see Brunson continue to do his thing and help lead this team to a championship. And I do think that the Knicks are built to win a championship even without Julius Randle. OG Anunoby showed exactly why the Knicks went to trade for him. He had 24 points, 3 rebounds. He was 10 of 18 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. OG in the lineup for the Knicks, they're 17-3, which is just crazy to think about. Isaiah Hartenstein decided to go with him on the thumbnail tonight with OG and Brunson because he was amazing in this game. He had 11 points on 5 of 5 efficiency, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 block shots. He had this insane block on Kobe White. Kobe did a reverse layup and Hartenstein just got his arm out and was able to block it under the basket. Josh Hart was big as well. I mean, the entire starting lineup was incredible. Could have went with Hart as well if I really wanted to, or Dante even, but Hart had 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. I think Clyde said it best tonight that the ball just gravitates toward him. I mean, Hart is 6'4", and he rebounds like he's 6'9". He's just always in the right spot. He does it on both ends, giving the Knicks second chance points. And of course, we know defensively when he gets the board, he's able to push it down the court and get easy layups or find an open teammate. Dante had 21 points on 8 of 15 from the field. There was a point in time where I thought the Bulls were going to come back and beat us. Dante had back-to-back turnovers, but thankfully Jalen Brunson was not allowing that to happen. 3 of 9 from 3 for Dante. He also had 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Good game for him. He just needs to continue to stay ready to shoot. Last playoffs, I said this in a video a few weeks ago, if Dante was on our team, we would have beaten Miami, and who knows if we would have beaten Boston at that point. But Dante, the reason why he's so valuable to this team is because he's shooting over 40% from 3, and he's also a smart player. He just knows where to be at all times, and he gets to the passing lanes as well. I like Dante. He was the shooter that we were missing last season. He kind of reminds me of what I wanted Quentin Grimes to become, but he never did. Like, Quentin Grimes, when he's at his best, is essentially Dante, what he's been this entire season. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but Dante is just incredible. And ever since he moved into the starting lineup, the Knicks are a much better team. And he's made the most threes. Like in 2024, Dante's made the most threes, more than Steph, Luka, you name it, a Booker. It's just crazy to think about. And he's doing it on high volume and high efficiency. Bojan played 9 minutes, had 3 points. Very quiet game for him. I watched this entire game, and I just barely remember even seeing him out there. But it's okay. We know last game he was great against the Bucks. Mitchell Robinson played 20 minutes, had 2 steals, no points, and believe it or not, just 1 rebound. So the bench was quiet tonight. Miles McBride did not look good. He had 7 points on 3 of 10 shooting, 1 of 6 from 3. But the thing with McBride is I'm not even going to hold this against him because he's one of the best shooters on our team. He's one of the best shooters in the NBA, which is crazy how far he's come. But the looks were wide open. It would be one thing if McBride took 6 contested threes. They were just wide open. He just didn't knock them down. But we know next game, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes 4 of 6 from 3. No concern there. Precious did not play tonight due to a coach's decision. No Burks, no Sims. To this point, we know that the playoff rotation is going to be 8 deep, and it's going to be exactly like it was tonight. You're going to see 22 from McBride, 20 from Mitch, 9 from Bojan. I don't know if he'll play exactly 9 minutes, but maybe. But that's going to be our playoff rotation. It's going to be 8 deep, and those are the 8 guys that Coach Tibb trusts. He does not trust Burks, and he does not trust Achua. Achua played 5 minutes last game against the Bucks and looked bad in those 5 minutes, so I don't expect to see him anytime soon. But in terms of what's next for the Knicks, we're going to be going up against Boston on Thursday. In terms of the standings, the Bucks won tonight, which is surprising. They had lost was 4 in a row. Patrick Beverley had 20 and 10. It was just a weird game. Giannis got hurt, played just 29 minutes, but it didn't matter. So the Bucks are the 2 seed right now. You have the Magic, who they ended up losing. I was going to go to that game. I live in Houston. Of course, I'm from the New York area, but I live in Houston. I was going to go to that game, but I wanted to watch the Knicks. But yeah, the Magic did lose to the Rockets tonight, and with the Knicks win, that's now going to put us ahead of the Magic. So we're the 3 seed. If that ends up standing, then we would have to play Boston potentially in the 3rd round instead of the 2nd round, which would be huge. I understand that playing Boston in the 2nd or 3rd round, you still play Boston, but I would rather see the best team statistically in the NBA as far away as the 1st round as possible. So that's definitely good news. The Knicks do play Boston, like I just said, on Thursday, so we'll get to see how those teams match up. And then Friday on a back-to-back against the Nets, and then 1 day rest Sunday going up against the Chicago Bulls. If the Knicks can win 2 of their next 3 games, they're going to be in a very good spot, because the Magic play the Bucks twice and the Sixers. And then the Bucks do play the Magic twice and Oklahoma City. This is big games. And the Knicks just got to find a way to beat Boston. You don't want to go 0-4 against a divisional rival. I mean, not that it necessarily matters, because the Knicks were 3-1 against the Heat last year. They were also 3-1 against the Celtics. Playoffs are just such a different animal. It's so much different. I believe in the Knicks against Boston, regardless of them being 0-4 or 1-3 against the Celtics. That just doesn't really matter, because we haven't played Boston with OG. But in terms of the rest of the East, I think the Knicks are better than Milwaukee. I think they're better than Orlando and Cleveland and Indiana and anyone besides. Even the Celtics, I think they're pretty evenly matched with a healthy OG. With Randall, I mean, we'd be talking about the Knicks maybe even being the best team in the NBA. Remember, they only lost 2 games in January, which was so close to setting a franchise record for win percentage in a month, but the Knicks just missed it, of course. Without Randall, it definitely is going to be interesting to see who's able to step up in the playoffs, but this entire season has been about stepping up. I mean, who else in the NBA would have lost an all-star player? Of course, Mitch missed so much time for almost the entire season, our starting center. And then, of course, OG has been in and out of the lineup constantly. It wouldn't happen, right? It just simply wouldn't happen. But the Knicks, they have Jalen Brunson. Coach Tibbs should be in the Coach of the Year conversation. Guys like Miles McBride, Isaiah Hartenstein, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, these guys that have stepped up and elevated the game, and they're playing a bunch of minutes, yet they're still remaining consistent and efficient. It's just a beautiful thing to see. I will be making a Jalen Brunson video tomorrow, guys, so stay tuned for that. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. It's your boy Knicks Daily, and I'm out.
At that size. McBride, ball fake, corner, Anunoby back in, and Oubre. And now Brunson steps in, takes it away, leaves it for Anunoby! Double figures with just about 5 minutes to go in this first half. Brunson, the jumper.